Welcome back to Task Force Podcast, an airsoft podcast made by the airsofters for the airsofters.
What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode Task Force Podcast. I'm your host, Snake, joined by my co-host,
Nasty,
who's
always awkward.
most definitely always awkward. And today we are joined by Tom of KWA, man. We're excited to have you on, like you have no idea.
Yeah, this is big.
Oh, I'm excited to be here. I want to give you guys a quick cheers real quick.
Nasty's empty hand.
I don't
it's
have
there
Monster.
in spirit.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. But
We didn't
cheers,
make the
man.
monster run this time.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys for having me on. Seriously,
No.
I've been watching you guys for a while. Love the way you guys communicate with each other and how you conduct your interviews. So, big shout out to you guys.
I appreciate
no,
that.
And
No.
all the
Thank
appreciation goes to you.
Yes.
Definitely thank you. I'm super excited. We got Airsoft Shark. So that's
Most of the time,
Airsoft
I
Memes
don't know what
47.
to say. This is definitely a time I just don't know what to say. So it's all you.
This is one of those times where I'm just gonna sit here and be like,
What he said. Yeah, exactly. Basically, yeah.
dude. So, of course, you're a representative for KWA, and that's awesome. Can you let everybody know what you do for KWA?
Sure. So I'm pretty much leading the marketing department. And, if you guys have looked at our content in the last, I would say 2-3 years, we've been trying to do some new things. Really going after a more, viewer-oriented campaign for, most of our content. And the key thing that our team is doing right now is trying to focus on the experience that we could bring for you guys. So, that's been the main thing that I do at KWA. And there's always all the fun things like doing KWA Fight Night, which I really hope we get into a little later.
Right.
Oh, we will.
Yeah, just doing fun projects like this is just, man, I feel really blessed to just be in this position and represent KWA.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. How did that happen? How did you end up falling in line with KWA? Because I mean, for a lot of people out there, working for KWA is got to be like
Top notch.
I mean,
that's
it's
life.
it's on the it's on the high scale of like, oh, dude, that would be awesome.
That would be.
Yeah, it's a funny story because I was hired without any sort of airsoft experience in the past. I pretty much discovered airsoft during my first day at work at
Right?
KWA.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and because it was one of those things where I did a little research before talking to the KWA headquarters, and it felt so interesting to me that there's so much potential in this industry that I think is untapped, and you have all these talented people with all these different types of content, but I think there's been not that there has not been any, but there's been a lack of proper marketing structure going
Right.
into things. So I was just hoping that I could come and do some things that I feel like would be pretty fun and try and influence the culture any way I can, and that's kind of how it started. Truth be told, in the beginning, in the beginning, I kind of thought they were like BB guns, and
Right.
I think people might hate me for that. But
No.
after doing some research, man, it kind of shook me a little bit when I discovered, okay, how big KWA actually is and what kind of impact we actually make, not just for airsoft, but like for law enforcement too.
Yeah.
Especially like this last year, it made me believe like, man, airsoft could be, that much greater if all of us kind of got together, worked together and built it.
Dude, This is what happens when you get a guy from the outside who comes in and realizes how awesome the content creators and how awesome just the airsoft community as a whole is. You don't realize like how beneficial that really is for you, because you get guys who are here and they're like, oh yeah, the airsoft community is great, blah, blah, blah. And that's kind of where it just hangs. You know what I mean? Like they recognize it's cool and it's a great bunch of people, but they don't do anything with it. So to see you trying to take it into a direction of using that, like especially from a platform of KWA, like that's,
and being genuine about it.
Yes,
genuine. Like you really want to press this. You want to help. You want to continue the growth. That to me is awesome,
dude,
for sure.
And like just interacting with people like you guys. You guys constantly make content, and anyone that's made content knows like it's not that easy, right?
Right.
Like,
well, I mean, we went with the easiest route, which is just talk about airsoft.
Right.
And even if there's nothing to talk about, we have Nasty and myself. So just be dumb on camera and it works out perfect. Works out perfect.
But we appreciate it. But there are people, like he's saying, that wake up and start busting the rash just to get a picture, a video.
There's a lot of people out there who don't go recognized, who have got some great airsoft content, who really should be bigger than they are, not even based just because of the airsoft community, but on their cinematography and the way they edit videos and everything alone. That itself is impressive if you really take the time, stop and look at it. Phoenix Airsoft is a really good example.
Oh, I'm a big fan of him,
dude. The video editing and the cinematography that guy has, like, I wish I was that good, but I try and then I'm like, I suck. Like if he put out a how-to video, I would probably save it to my playlist.
That's big.
Yeah, I mean
that's big.
But no, KWA, I mean, last year 2020, hopefully 2021 is a lot better, but we've seen a lot of things change, and of course airsoft itself came to like a screeching halt right around March, April, and I think this year it's really given a lot of people a big insight of how important it really was to get out there, have fun, hang out with your friends and make these connections and stuff. Airsoft really allows for a lot of that, but the other side of it is a lot of local airsoft shops started having a hard time, ended up had to close down. Like, how did that really affect KWA? Because you guys had a pretty decent like lineup of things that came out. I would assume it was already slated to happen, but I mean, it ended up being really good.
Well, you're absolutely right. We had them all planned, and things went as planned. But this is where, again, like I don't regret making the decision to shift our focus for the consumer and for all our fans, because it paid off. Like last year, all the airsoft community kept the industry alive. It could have been a lot worse, but the fact that I think people were using their stimmies on on airsoft, and just the fact that people were constantly supporting their favorite brands, putting up content when they could. I think a lot of narratives came out last year. A lot of people talking from the camera, started happening a lot more. People just willing to be patient with all the factories, and we ran into a lot of importing issues last year. And I think that's no secret, So the fact that, and I hope I don't get fired for sharing this, but the fact that we made a record number of sales on our online store, plus, like our Kaiju 47 release was amazing, right? So,
dude, sold out in what, 30 minutes?
30 minutes, yeah. And we didn't expect that. And plus, this unit actually had more units than the average special edition. So
really,
it was just pretty mind blowing that the community came together and kept all these pieces of airsoft alive. So now 2021, things are kind of opening back up. We're like ready to go. So that's something that I feel like shows how tight knit and how supportive this industry is.
It also shows how adaptive
Yeah.
we can be in the community.
Yeah.
Oh, are my fields shut down? Sheesh, no issue. I got
Right.
Instagram pictures. Undead Fred
Right.
always busting out with the
Right.
dope ass pictures.
Right.
Bro.
Well, and also it really helps that the kaiju was like just straight fire. Like, I mean, it was a badass gun.
So
dude. It
fire
looked
by the
so
time
good.
I knew it released, my card was out. No more.
Gone.
So KWA, please, I'll buy it. I don't care. Just let me get one.
Yeah, you got that
Yeah.
broken stock model from the floor that somebody really messed up. Like,
Yeah.
Nasty will still
Call
buy
me.
it. Doesn't
I'll
matter.
buy it.
We'll put some duct
What?
tape on it. It's fine. Like, maybe probably not even duct tape. I'll have to use like painter's tape.
Have you seen my other guns?
I mean,
they're beat together, literally. So like they run.
like, we literally actually beat the flash hider to the saw on. Like, when we were saying that, we weren't kidding.
No,
I literally
it's-
took a wooden mallet and beat the flash hider on.
Yeah.
So it's on and not ever coming off.
ever. Anybody got an outer barrel for a 249? Call me. I need one. Okay, please.
We're on the hunt.
We are.
But no, yeah, the kaiju dude, and then the T10 was before that, and you guys had a special
Yeah.
edition with that too, and I assume that one did pretty good.
Yeah, we figured because of the quarantine we would, kind of double up on the special edition numbers. We just want to get some things out to get people excited, and
Right?
Mhm.
I think our team at KWA, I can't say enough about my team over there. Like we did such a great job, kind of getting together. Everyone did their roles very well, and as far as like execution from the KWA HQ side goes, I gotta give major props to my team. Seriously, like we put it out, we did what we set out to do, and the result was amazing. And that's why we like our team at the office. We're like super pumped up for this year, just because we know what's coming. Like
Right.
we have all these projects that I wish I could tell you guys about, but they're coming.
I mean, you probably could tell them to us.
KWA, don't fire your man. Probably one of your best hires, but you need to let me know what's happening. So let's.
Well, I'll tell you guys this. End of May, we have like a big announcement coming out. And if you go on KWA-USA.com, there's a new page called the 2021 Outlook. You're gonna see
Yeah.
a big ass countdown on the screen. Follow that countdown. That countdown is some major news that we want to release.
Let's see, I'm gonna
Just
see if
because
I can
we
share
have
this
shots over
here.
here to do that.
2021 Outlook. Here we go. Let's
2021
show
Outlook. You'll
everybody
see a
here.
little message by me. I that was a nice
Yes.
touch.
There we go.
And-
There's the KWA Outlook he's talking about. Everybody, I'm gonna adjust.
Check out the
your
countdown,
camera.
and I'm just gonna say right now, there's a chance the countdown number might change in case we're not ready. But don't bet on it.
Hey man, I mean, at least you guys are putting out a countdown. You could just drop stuff in whenever you wanted and make it kind of, oh, it's just whenever you see it. But you guys aren't doing that. You guys are keeping the community engaged and showing them like when stuff is going to happen, countdowns that are coming up. As a matter of fact, there was a countdown. I can't remember. I found it here earlier and I was like, ooh, I'm interested. I wonder what there is going to be. And I wrote down, ask what the countdown is and see if I could get an answer, but I think I'm probably not going to get one.
Yeah, there's a lot to look forward to, and if you guys have paid attention to like our marketing in the last year, we're really aiming towards every audience in the airsoft world. I think back then people would just associate us with the Milsim crowd, and which is great because we love interacting and being part of that.
Right.
But we've also entered the speed soft, speed realm.
Speedballers.
Dude, you got to admit though that Speed QB has come in pretty quickly
Hard.
and is hard changing the way people are playing the game.
Yeah.
Like pretty soon you're going to have Milsim dudes who are applying their tactics fast and it's going to
Yeah.
be happening a
think you
lot
see that
faster.
already. I think you already see that. I think me being out at some events, I see a lot of hybrid players. You
Right.
know, you have you literally have guys in camo with the dye mask on,
Yeah.
and that's a normal thing. You know, so I love it. I think we're shifting into evolution within the industry, and you know, obviously, like we still love like the different types of loadouts that's out there, but you know, just thinking about like what the future of Milsim is, what the
Yes.
future of SpeedQB is. I think it's becoming like a hybrid. It's becoming its
Yeah.
own thing,
Yeah.
and you know, it's not so much about like the products that's coming out. I think it's more so about the types of players that are coming out and the different
Yes.
types of content.
Yes, I agree. I agree there that you're getting some guys who are seeing the advantages of some of the things that they're doing. And I also think that you're getting some of the speed QB guys who are probably going to start seeing some of the advantages of the moving team in unison, not spread apart
100%.
so much when you get into the CQB
Right.
areas. Like, I mean,
I would like to play speedball,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it, but like my fat ass, my knee will explode like the second I go
I mean,
down.
like, I tried running this one time and thought I was going to die hitting a car, so I quit. I was like,
Well,
you know,
also, we also have some like pretty cool fields that are coming out that are pretty exciting. For example, there's a field in Indiana, HTK Airsoft.
Mhm.
They have an indoor and outdoor, you know, and like just having that kind of option there.
right.
And I believe they have like I want to say like 150 acres or something, like it's something ridiculous. It's like almost like a whole airsoft like theme park or something, you know,
Right.
like imagine just what all these new places and new things coming in airsoft. Imagine what that could do if you know we really focus on the advancement and evolution of what this sport could become.
Yeah. I mean, even if you thought about the fact of if you took a field like that, like let's say, I mean, right now it's probably just a standard sized door, right? But imagine if you had like a hangar door, like a, you know, one of the 12-foot like shop doors, like a garage door. You just open that thing up and you said, hey, man, it's both fields are all play today. So
Oh, that
you could
gives advantage to everybody.
Yes. Like,
Oh.
dude, it really could get insane. And you would see people be able to move very fluidly between the two.
I
You'd
feel
have
like-
your milsimmers who are crazy fast inside.
Right.
And then you'd have your speed QB guys who can slow down and play that milsim aspect of it as well.
Right.
Bit as well.
I just like that you can come out. Nowadays, it was a lot different than then.
Right.
Because you go to a game and it's your one or the other.
Right.
That's your rule.
Yeah.
Right.
But if somebody wants to just rip off some gear, throw on like a dope little vest and go play a whole different role,
Right.
let's get it.
Yeah.
But you couldn't do that then because I'd have shit talk you.
Right.
Like, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, you probably still will get shit talked because
but you know what? The evolution, like he's talking about,
it's
becoming
a lot more accepted.
It's more accepted to do and play the way you want, not the way the field dictates or
Right.
the
I think once people start to get used to this new weird thing, it's going to become a norm and everybody's
Right.
just going to not
because
care.
inside my backpack is another vest and gun.
Right.
When I want to go fast,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. He probably sees that a lot more. What, you're on the West Coast?
Yeah, I'm in California.
Yeah. So he probably sees that a lot more than we do. Because, I mean, well, we're in Kansas and there's no indoor fields.
There's
so,
just corn
I mean,
and alfalfa. We have a lot
Wheat.
of alfalfa.
a lot of wheat, a lot of soybeans.
So if you want to run for miles and not hit nothing, Kansas is where you want
I
to
mean, it
play.
would be super cool for some CQB fields, though, especially speed QB, because pretty much everywhere's flat.
Yeah.
Pretty much everywhere's flat.
CQB through the cornfield. That sounds pretty exciting.
Dude, that would actually be pretty dope. Like,
Till it
I
catches
don't
on
think
fire.
anybody's ever thought about you could actually just cut out a CQB field out of corn.
You could
Rooms
corn-
and everything.
The corn mazes would be
invert it.
insane.
Yes. We need to pick up some, like,
I know
land
an old
with dead
farmer
corn.
that has a cornfield.
I think we're
We
onto
can make
something.
this happen.
We are onto something.
Yeah. But anyway,
Come hillbilly CQB with us.
yeah, God,
I mean, some people might be scared of it, though. But
brother. Like,
let's see. We got a bunch of people showing up in here now. We got Task Force Podcast Mom, of course.
oh,
Oh.
hi.
We got Airsoft Memes 47, the Airsoft Shark. What's up, man? Glad
Meme
you could
Team's
finally
in
make
here.
it in here. Yep, Meme Team 6 in here. Faded Pilot Props.
So you're telling me Primetime got a hold of one of those special edition?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I was lucky enough
T10s?
to get that special T10 straight
Man.
fire.
Listen,
Yes.
we
We
have
actually
to mail that to me.
We actually did get our first question in there as well, and it says, any more Kaiju 47 releases or anything similar coming out soon?
So similar, yes, similar this year. We do have a special edition T6 coming out this year, which is I'm so excited to drop that. Kaiju, it's probably gonna be a while. We're probably gonna do another run of every special edition eventually, but I think it's gonna be a while. I think right now we're too into like moving on to the next exciting project. So
Makes sense.
that's what to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm excited. That was actually a question we got. Was somebody on Instagram, Retro Right, asks, "What's the color scheme for the T6 SE?" Which I don't know if you can tell us or not.
Well, I'll tell you the theme. The theme is very cyberpunk. So if you guys caught like that cyberpunk game,
Yeah,
which honestly, I think whether or not we like the game, that's a whole different conversation.
Right.
But but I love the theme. I love the way like they branded it. All the previews sold me. I bought it. But
I mean, it really did. The previews went hard. It looked amazing. It should have been awesome, but I think they were just outside the realm for the technology we have. Like maybe if you can afford a 3080 Ti, maybe you can run it and not have any issues. But
or just don't release shit. So moving on, because I could talk about that all fucking day.
I'm so pissed about Cyberpunk. That's exactly what that is. That's what that is. That's a face of anger.
Yeah. So anyway.
Let's see here. You guys also released last year in December the QRF Mod 3, which is also, I mean, like pretty fucking dope, especially when you're looking at like wanting I guess you could say like a sub machine gun in Airsoft. I don't really know how to put it, like a 9mm mag,
Right.
So like
it's badass.
It's
that's
pretty
all.
fucking
That's
dope,
all you
dude.
need to know.
Yes.
It's just when shit drops, you buy it.
Right.
That's all there is to it.
But they got the special edition, the Chopper, and that thing looks awesome with the wood grain stock and the handle. Like,
is that real wood?
No, it's not.
oh.
I'll just break that out.
It'll probably come later.
It's gonna come.
It'll be an add-on accessory you could buy later.
I'll buy it.
Yeah, we were really trying to go for the all wood, and honestly, real wood chips pretty fast, man. Like
and real wood is very expensive. 2x4s, sheet plywood,
especially right now,
very expensive right now. So I can understand. Yeah.
It probably would have been like a $2,000 gun if it was real wood, to be honest. But while it looked kind of nice, I feel like people would have a better experience if we just kind of made it look legit.
That makes sense.
But the Mod 3 Special Edition, there's more to it than the Chopper. And that's the information I can't release, unfortunately. But it's all coming.
That's the little snippet. If you came into this show you were waiting on, that's the glimpse of, hey, there's something, but you're not going to get told, so sorry. Make sure you go follow that countdown page.
I feel bad being a tease, but I don't want to get fired.
No.
I feel like all guys like a tease to a certain extent.
I mean,
as long as you finally drop it, it's fine. It's fine.
Don't come at me, say buy this, and then not give me what I paid for at a quality experience.
Right.
Yeah. There you go.
Let's see. What's your Meme Team 6 says? Our whole team runs the Ronin T6. In my opinion, it's the best out of the box platform for the price / size.
Do you guys? We have a question. Would KWA ever make an FAL style rifle?
It's very possible. I right now it's not in our plans right now. To be honest, like our factory is constantly swamped. Like I'm pretty sure it's common knowledge that we do produce for a couple other brands as well. So, right now, not in our plans, but that's definitely a great idea and it's something that we would look forward to doing.
I have a question for you on that. So, if let's say you're scouring the internet,
Golf APL. Oh, sorry, I laughed on that one.
and you see a large setting of people are kind of requesting something from you guys, would you put that into a future plan of a rifle design, a pistol, or is that something you guys look at?
We've actually been doing that for the last 2 years. I'm a big time Reddit guy. So I'm always like looking through Reddit, taking notes whenever someone mentions KWA. And the cool thing is, like on Reddit, we do have a lot of interactions with our users at the Airsoft subreddit. So we've been keeping tabs, and you're gonna see that in some of our future products. Certain things that have been requested will come. But yeah,
but your deadline and what you got built up obviously comes first. Because why stop a whole thing just for something you want, bro?
Right.
I wouldn't.
Well, I would assume that what's going to happen is just like anything, they're going to take enough requests that they're going to be like, hey, we should probably get this started. Then they get it going. Then there's a mock-up. Then there's a tester. Then there's, okay, this is what we want. And then it's not a quick process. But
fair.
But it would come.
Right. Like a... Never mind. We're not even going to go there. I'll wait till later.
Let's see here. Let's see. Meme Team 6 asks, KWA Fortnite Scar. Would that be an option?
Please say no. Just say no.
Yeah, I'm gonna just cheers you guys right now.
Yeah. Yes. That's a hard fuck no. So whoever Meme Team, sorry, dog.
Shout out to Meme Team though. Keep the questions coming.
Yes. The one thing I'm super excited about is you guys are teaming up with Umbrella to do some cool stuff. And I'm super pumped for it. I know you guys have got a couple things in the pipeline. I'm sure there's even more things that are coming out later even. And so far the stuff that I've seen, I mean, it's Umbrella, dude. You know what I mean? Like, it really doesn't take much else to say other than, dude, it's Umbrella. Like, look at this.
Hey, so if you just email me, let me know those are ready, I'll buy like 3 off the top. Full price. I don't care.
You guys are talking about the deal.
Oh, that's so loud.
It was loud, sorry.
Holy shit.
I had it unmuted from before.
But go ahead.
Yeah, so you guys are definitely talking about the DLRs, right? So quick story about that. We I've been a fan of Umbrella since day one when I was doing my research. So for the opportunity to get with Umbrella, and they have a guy, Julius, who you might see in Umbrella in Europe. Man, that guy is such a visionary, such a genius on his own right. So the moment that we kind of vibed and got a conversation in, man, like we set out like a couple of years worth of plans in one day, So that's all coming out. That's all. I hope you guys are excited about that.
Dude, so excited.
I just can't wait to see the performance of it.
I need a KWA credit card. Serious?
KWA credit card.
Like, like a Cabela's or something like that. Because I'll be like, boop, boop,
strictly
boop.
using at KWA.
And I will buy one of everything and then worrying about paying it off later.
KWA would send you to collections so quick.
Like, you can talk to this guy real quick for me,
please.
Yeah,
let's just ban him from any event and
I think you guys are onto something again. I think there's another thing unraveling right now.
I'm being serious. That's kind of a good idea.
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Like,
it would be cool. It would be cool if you could use it at on KWA's website. You could use it to purchase tickets to events that KWA is sponsoring. That would be cool. Stuff like that would be kind of cool.
See? There's fucking innovation everywhere, dude.
But I mean, also at
that's
the same
my
time,
idea. So you can't take that from me. So just let you know.
An idea fee here. Whatever they call that. Let's see here.
He's all gold right here now.
Oh, we got the most riveting question so far. How do you take your steak, rare or medium?
Medium rare.
Ooh, I'm a
I
medium
can't
guy.
do it well done. I can't do it too rare. So medium rare is just that
Yeah.
right spot.
Yep, I'm a medium or medium rare guy, but medium for sure. pretty
However,
much
mom
everywhere.
cooks it, I'll eat it.
Medium,
You guys-
medium is like that happy, like if it goes a little over medium, you're like, still pink. If it comes in a little under medium, you're like, still good.
But if it's bloody, we face deep,
I mean,
I'll
unless
eat
it's-
it.
unless it's cold.
dude.
Nah, I'm not down with that.
Okay,
I'm not down with
meme
that.
team. Listen, bud.
KWA
Okay.
OnlyFans.
Another meme team. KWA OnlyFans. Undead Fred should run it. And meme team should be the editors of that page.
Fred has got some actually really good stuff. Like the stuff he posts up, and he's just a cool dude too. We've had him on
He's
the show
awesome,
before.
dude.
I'm
Yep.
checking to see if we got any more questions on our Instagram post. Let's see.
Did you guys catch Undead Fred at during his KW Fight Night match?
Yes, I did. And like Undead Fred looks a lot smaller than I really thought he was. You know what I mean?
No. Why'd you have to do that?
I
to
don't
the
know,
man?
I don't know. I
man.
don't know. I guess it's because I'm a dude. I'm always sizing people up
Okay.
or something. I don't know.
What's the future of KWA Fight Night? Is a question.
What's the future? So okay, first of all,
These people are stealing my questions. Damn it.
Good.
That's good though.
Go ahead.
That's good though.
so the next KW Fight Night's coming out this month,
Yep.
April 16th. So I hope you guys could make the premiere day. We're
yeah.
gonna try and do like a little event. But yeah, we have about maybe 4 or 5 regions that are gonna pop up.
Right?
And you're going to see KW Fight Night everywhere. And our goal is to find the best one-on-one solo players. Doesn't matter like what style you have. Doesn't matter how long you've been playing for, how old you are, what, girl, guy, kid, whatever. I want to see who's the best,
Right.
And that's what we're looking for. Because we want to put the best against the best. And we want to put money on the line. We want to put championships on the line.
Yes.
We're gonna make. We want to create something that's just exciting, for someone that's not even into airsoft to watch.
Yeah. See, and I wanted to give you guys props because the concept of Fight Night, and I'm sure you guys had been working on it for a long time. Like you said, you want to get everything kind of cleaned up, make it look like to the way you want it before you release it and start doing those things. But the concept of KWA Fight Night and the fact that KWA is bringing it to the table, because so easily had somebody smaller with not the stature of KWA could have tried to attempt to bring something out like that. I mean, it's a 1v1 on Rust, essentially, is what we're all talking about, And I think most of the crowd that is our age or probably tuned in watching this understands the significance of 1v1 on Rust and how important it is. And to see a real life version of that, people going out and then only using KWA guns that you have to pick up on the field that you may not run all the time, levels the playing field.
Right. And it brings out the warrior in the person, man.
It does.
Like, I would come out straight just fired up.
Like,
Win or lose, we're fighting somewhere on this map. That's all. Is hand-to-hand combat a thing?
Wait, what was the question again?
Is hand-to-hand combat a legal fight in the game?
You know what? We could talk about that. That could be something to add in.
TS blades. Okay, dude, I'm in.
you think you're going to get close enough to,
No, but you could shoot me, but I'm all zombie now, dog. You're like level 99. I'm gonna come get you. Like,
the future of KWA Fight Night is zombie gameplay.
or just straight up 1v1 knives only.
I mean,
There's another one right there.
Dude,
There's another
I
one.
would pay to see
knives
these things,
only,
man.
bros. You gotta go old school. You gotta be snipers and knives only if you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Quick
dude.
scopes and
Could
shit.
you imagine running off a staircase 360 and just snap? Dude, that would be insane. Then chuck your fucking TS blade knife all across the field. That'd be sick.
Dude,
I'm in.
we're definitely onto something here.
Dude, I'll be a billionaire easily.
Dude, I'm
Oh.
excited to see where this fight night goes. Go ahead.
Question from the chat.
Yes.
Will Battery connectors go to Dean's instead of small or large type. Will you guys from factory come with Dean's connectors?
You know what? I think that's something that you guys could look forward to. And I'm not sure how soon it's going to roll out. But yeah, that's something definitely look out for.
That I don't think you understand how happy that will make the airsoft community.
Oh God.
The first thing I do to get my gun before I even hook a battery up to it is I have to snip it and wire it to
swap
Dean's.
it to Dean's. Yep.
Because first of all, I don't have any batteries that are anything other than Dean's because I'm not a peasant.
Hey, there's plenty of great non-peasant people out here, except for speed softers, okay, that don't run Deans, okay? Don't play it. I love you all.
Caber in here with these questions. He just knows. How did KWA Fight Night get started?
Oh man, he set me up for that one. Fight Night got started at a bar between me and Caber, having a couple beers, and it came up. And you know what? I gotta give Caber a lot of credit because this was his idea. Like the reason why he's part of the project and the reason why he's gonna be a big part of the project is because that beer got us going, and it got everything, and this thing, happened because of that.
A lot of good ideas come from drunkenness.
See, Mom? See, Mom? No. But
That's,
okay.
This setup accidentally came about via a drunkenness talk at a table
and
about,
a napkin
about how we needed something better.
Alcohol.
Yes, I mean
solves the world's issues
as long as you're of age.
Whatever.
Yeah. Speedsoft Australia, I will pass that along for you just to make sure he sees it. He's really sees it. He's got it.
What's that?
That's a message. That's a chat from Speedsoft Australia.
Who?
Speedsoft.
Oh,
Australia.
Speedsoft Australia. Watch you get banned. Watch you get banned real quick.
No,
anyway.
we love Speedsofters.
Yes, we love
we just like
everybody.
to give you a hard time because you
You
guys
run
are
around
fast.
when we were.
If we try to run, you're going to catch up to us anyway.
No, seriously, I'll get like 7 steps, my right knee explodes, and I go this way and break everything on me. It's weird. So,
Caber put the old lovey faces. Aw.
you know what? Everybody thank Haber
Yes.
and KWA for bringing us the fight night.
Yes, drop a W in the chat for win because
For a win.
it was the one and only win he had. Well, other than becoming a field host,
It's just Caber.
I mean,
we're
just
going
Caber.
too far. So
yeah, I feel bad now.
Thank you, Caber. But go ahead.
Let's see here. Technical question from Edward Mills says the Ronin 10-inch SBR is the Gate Titan drop in ready like the TK45. Is the Gate Titan drop in ready like TK45?
You know what? I'm not the right guy to ask about technical questions, so maybe Caber can help me out in the comments. I'm just a marketing guy, guys.
This is fair.
Sure.
This is fair. The great part is Tom probably knows who to ask and can get answers to this question, and he gave it to you because it's Caber. That's who you need to ask because, well, I mean, he's got a Viking beard.
Apparently, he comes up with some good ideas. So maybe that's just.
Dude, no, I am crazy excited for the future of Fight Night and seeing like how this really can progress because it really looks like you could have some matchups that you wouldn't get the chance to have otherwise. You could pick somebody great from California and pick somebody great from New York, and then they end up having to play against each other, and you really get that bottom line of, who is the best.
I feel like the exciting part of this is the conversation it creates.
Yeah.
Like the fact that we could probably have this argument right now, and I think we would all have a good time at the end of the day, and it'd be something fun to watch. So the fact that I can maybe put 2 names out and for us to talk about that's exciting, man.
That's big excitement.
No, I agree. Especially when you stop and you start looking at, like, now you're critiquing like somebody's play style, and it's something that I have never done like when you've just stopped and looked at an airsofter and started critiquing their style just because of the way they play versus this guy plays and how that's going to work out.
Right.
I've never actually been forced to do that before. Like, you do it, you know what I mean? Like, you think like, oh, that's weird. Why does he do it like that? But you
Right.
don't ever actually compare it to somebody and say, well, which one is really better?
Right. And at the end of the day, I'm sure it's all for fun. I'm sure it's all to build the sport. And it's not really like, I'm better than you.
Right.
But don't get me
Well, I
wrong.
mean, like, a
I'm
little
going to
bit.
shit on your shit.
mean-
like, okay, I'm going to let you know I'm better than you.
That's
But-
what's nice about
that-
airsofters.
Brings the competition
Yes.
out of people,
Yes.
man.
At the end of the day, no matter who I have ever played airsoft against, whether I've shot you in the face and you were like, fuck you, or whether you've shot me in the face and I was like crying and running away,
That's
like,
real.
you know, at the end of the day, once we got back to that staging area, it was all on the field and we're
Yep.
good buddies and it doesn't matter. And we can drink and have a beer together or eat a Kit Kat or Snickers or whatever it takes to get over.
Snickers.
What I really like about this community actually is that I've seen that. I've seen people get like shot in the face, but still, have a beer right after.
Right.
I think that's cool. A lot of other industries or other things, you don't have that.
No. If I walk up to you at work and hate you, I don't think we're going to go get a beer after work. Is
We're not.
basically how that works. Okay. But
I've never had anything happen on the airsoft field that
No.
was absolutely just something I couldn't get over. The biggest thing I've ever had happen on the airsoft field that really irks me more than anybody is when people give up.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there's just nothing we can do. And you start getting frustrated and then they give up. Like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, airsoft is literally the game of a second chance constantly, because when you get shot, you don't die. That's awesome. You actually get a respawn and you get to start over.
so this ain't the
And
military.
I don't know if
Yeah,
you know,
right.
but you have a real life kill cam. You're like, oh, I got shot. And you look at the guy. And so
And
you know
you're
where he's
like,
at.
I'll get you later.
Right.
You know? Right.
Right.
And the saddest moment for me when my fat ass tripped over a tree root and broke my saw because I landed on it.
Just got fixed finally. After all
After
these
like
years.
10 years.
Yeah.
yeah. But anyway, go ahead. I'm putting it on
I
you
was
now.
just waiting.
yeah, I'm putting it on you now.
Something that KWA did come out with during COVID was that KWA at home training kit, which I actually thought was really cool. Because people didn't have the option to go out and play for once. There was no, unless there was like a secret game, that was going on and people knew about. But other than that, like, it really gave people a chance to be able to find a way to keep their skills up and be able to keep getting that practice in without being able to go to the field. If you got, like, you got something in your brain, you tried, I don't know how to put it in words, but you came up with it.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Well, with the at-home training, what's cool about that is, when the quarantine happened, we were trying to figure out how we could maybe solve a problem for people that are just stuck at home. And one thing we found was a huge rise in first-time gun owners.
Yeah.
Across the nation, and to us, it was something that we could help them out with because, a lot of ranges were closed down.
Right.
And how often can you really fire off your gun in your backyard like that? It's,
Right.
Especially if you live in like the city,
Right.
there's no way you could do that. So we wanted to create something that would help people take advantage of the airsoft platform to just, practice at home. And I feel like it worked out pretty well. We actually put it up on Amazon, and man, like, a lot of first-time gun owners bought our kit off Amazon and personally reached out to us and said, oh my gosh, like, this really helped me feel more at ease. They were able to look up, gun safety videos on YouTube, practice it with their airsoft platform, and it's just, I think there's a new appreciation for airsoft from the outside world, just off us doing stuff like that. And and us, we teamed up with Kawa. He's one of the influencers who focused on training, and for him, like, he helped us do a video where he talked about, some tips and advice that you could find on our website. Things like that just really add up, and I feel like we were really successful with it, and it's something that we want to continue to focus on moving forward.
Yeah, dude.
Genius.
I really like that direction, because also being luckily living in a state that's very pro Second Amendment and stuff along those lines, like it's very true that airsoft also influences the way firearms are viewed in the outside world, and you really have a lot of training options with it. We talked a little bit to Caber about this when we had him on the show, and really the significance that airsoft has on airsoft training and the availability to be able to do so at a cheap price and then do it repetitively, because you own the airsoft gun, and BBs are way cheaper than ammo, especially right now. And the fact that, like you said, you can do in your backyard or in your basement or in your house, whatever. Wherever your mom won't beat your ass if you're younger, or if your wife won't kill you if you're married. If you're single, you're lucky. But realistically, it gives you a lot of options to be able to do that training. And a lot of people will argue like, oh, there's no recoil, and oh, this and that. Like, dude, it doesn't really matter. Firearms manipulation is like the biggest piece of it. And like I had said before in that episode with Caber was, I mean, you look at T-Rex arms with Liku Tactical, that right there should prove enough that firearms manipulation is a big part of it.
We've been fortunate enough to speak with a lot of law enforcement officials, and just, that's another big blessing about being part of the KW team, is that we're super active in the law enforcement world. So, getting the chance to go out with Caber and our guy JD from Grounded Tactical, just our law enforcement team going out, talking to people, and having real conversations about training limitations is huge, right?
Right.
Especially considering all the things that happened, recently. Like, it's just nice to be able to put out something positive,
right,
for by using airsoft.
Yeah.
So it's pretty amazing so far.
Yeah, especially when you look at like Canada, dude. I mean, a firearms ban, something along those lines, whether you realize it or not, airsoft unfortunately will get wrapped right up in that, and that is a scary thought to think about, especially now if you've been without airsoft all of 2020 because COVID, and you've been looking for that release, that fun, that interaction with people that you don't get, because a lot of airsofters are introverts, and we don't want to talk to other people. But when you go to airsoft, it gives you a chance to open up and do like what you want to do, what you want to be. If that gets taken away, then I mean, at that point, you're pretty much having to do paintball, and everybody can agree that paintball is no fun.
Unless KWA says it is, so...
I mean, KWA comes out with a gun, Ronin 47 paintball gun. Hey, maybe.
He's all over here like,
I don't know. It's going in the notebook.
I don't know. That's another us idea, so remember that. It's on video.
We need to sign an NDA, guys. We got to get some of these ideas going.
Let's see. Testing gear, comms, movement, party 5. Let's see. All great prices. Airsoft is a great way to do it. Definitely, I agree. If you were looking for some answers to the questions, Caber is dropping those in the chat, it looks like, on some of those things about the gate tighten and whatnot. So, dude,
Shout out
I
to
mean,
Caber.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, big shout out to Caber, holding it down right now.
Yeah, Caber's an awesome dude. He really is. Like, I mean, I don't want to keep giving him props, but he really is actually a cool dude.
Caber.
I know. Stop being so awesome.
About Fight Night, is each episode of Fight Night a set schedule for every month, like every third Saturday, or is it just when you can release it?
For right now, to be honest, we're still figuring out the final product.
Right.
And also, we also want to see the reception first.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just like what we talked about earlier, I want feedback. I want to see what people want, and then adjust as we go. But the plan is to hopefully be able to get you guys, constant, events, kind of like what the UFC does.
Yes.
And if we could do that, like, man, I think it would be such a new thing for airsoft that, you know, we could really get behind as a whole industry. So I'm hoping it becomes that. For right now, it's just project by project.
Right.
You could probably expect a couple more this year, though.
Have I missed it, or is this a paid thing? Do I pay to see this? Have I missed
No.
this?
KWA Fight Night is 100% free, posted
Free.
on KWA's YouTube, which is KWA Insider, which if you're not subscribed to KWA Insider on YouTube, you're missing out on all the good stuff.
Yes.
And if you want an idea of what the fight night looks like, you need to go to their YouTube and you need to watch the fight between Undead Fred and Roosta, and it was a good time, dude. And honestly, the way you guys did it, like I said, you're kind of telling the background story. The video quality is, it's just so
Which
good.
means really good.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, to be able to bring something like KWA Fight Night, I think it's something that the airsoft community has needed, honestly, because there's always that want to be able to prove that you are as good as you say you are. You know what I mean?
And get shut down because you're not as good as you thought you are. Some people need that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Like Caper, calm down. Okay.
Oh man, maybe that's a match off right there.
Caber,
Caber versus
me and you?
Tom. No, not you. You're definitely losing. Caber versus Tom, though. I mean,
Hey.
I'm gonna need someone to sub for me, but no, we got Caber out there. One of you guys sub for me.
I'll get that bald ass head of yours. I'll get that.
he would die so fast, and I don't mean just in airsoft world. I mean, like,
No,
you would get out there
he'd
and
be
physically
the
die.
horn would go off, pass out. Just straight death. I'd be so winded. It's
We're gonna
crazy.
have a Fight Night event that's just featuring all the airsoft dads, and that's gonna
Yes.
go down as the best
Well,
one in history.
Meme Team just hit me with me versus my mom.
Oh, dude.
But see, that's easy clap because
Yeah.
I just let her win.
Nasty's
So-
mom is winning whether he lets her win or not. He says he would let her win, but she is
She will
straight
win.
whooping that ass.
So this is an important question from the chat for you.
Okay.
What are you drinking?
What am I drinking? So I grabbed something cheap.
Old Foster's.
So-
My
Oh.
man's has the whole bottle down, so you know he's serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't lie. I love drinking, and
Welcome to the show.
Some good ideas come
you
from
know,
this.
that's where all the ideas come from. You know?
Yes.
They come from this.
Think about it. You come home from a stressed day, you take a couple sips, 4 glasses down, and you're like, oh shit. Some guy named Caber's like, we should do something better than the other guys are doing and make it legit. It's good. I like it.
I think their idea probably happened before.
Still better.
Yeah, much better.
No
actually-
pants?
And actually released.
Caber, calm down.
Shreds make that ass. Damn it. I just had a thought.
You can't be doing me. I'm the one who loses the thoughts.
I have a thought, guys.
Yes.
How do you guys feel about potentially being part of this Fight Night thing?
I mean,
I don't know. I can speak some serious good stuff.
I'm
hyped.
I mean, we're looking for some people to start talking shit, you know, and
I mean,
You found your 2 guys.
Nasty's
so-
pretty lame, so I mean, I'm in.
Do you wanna preview of this real quick? Is this a preview? Is this our like interview? Because man, I'll roast everybody in the chat.
should we make this a tryout?
I mean,
I don't know. I'm nervous now.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm nervous now. I'm nervous now.
I can argue with
listen.
Nasty for a solid hour. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, you should see us off camera. It's pretty bad. I'm interested. I would happily do this to not only push this for the community, push
Dude.
this for KWA, push this for everybody. This would be fucking solid.
You know that you say that. Actually, I want to stop and take a second because when we started Task Force Podcast, it was standing outside, me just spouting off some shit that I was like, we could probably do this. And here we are, like season 3. I don't even know what episode this is. At some point in time, we passed 50 episodes or 40 episodes or something. And the feedback we've had from the airsoft community, and the whole point of doing this was to bring back to the airsoft community, because it really has given myself and Nasty like a lot of love and the chance to, well, not only find each other in this long lasting, totally heterosexual relationship that sometimes leans not out of that, but it really gave us the opportunity to kind of, go have fun and get outside of our comfort zone. And even the podcast, like, honestly, we're not two dudes who would just talk to random people all the time. So the fact that we get to do this, and you guys have been so receptive as a community, and you guys have accepted us from the bottom of our hearts, thank you.
Seriously,
for just following us along the show and being a part of this. Here, you know what? There you go. Now it counts.
Right.
But seriously, it really does mean a lot to us. So all of you guys in the chat, I drop an L because I love you guys.
And to lead up to the opportunity to possibly be able to do something with and for KWA.
Yeah, to bring back and
insane.
100% free on their YouTube. 100% free. Free.
And you'll get good content.
Yeah.
And
filmed quality.
I think we'd do good.
I think we'd be all right. Yeah.
Yeah. Because if he just needs,
this is what it's all about, right? It's about us, doing something like this, but then taking it a step further, and just us all coming together and building something.
Yeah. Building something massive.
Yes. Yep. Yes, I agree, and really ultimately at the end of the day, it's all about growing airsoft, because unfortunately, I'm going to hit a point in my life where I'm just too old to go play. So I'm going to have to
do something,
like grow up like Caber and run a field or something. And then, I'm going to just be like, meh. And
airsoft old head right here.
And the chance to do some cool stuff and help grow the community in a long-term way is exciting. And even just this podcast gives us a chance to make sure that there's airsoft content out there. And props to everybody who's putting out airsoft content through this void of gameplay and finding a way to push through it. Yeah.
And shout out to KWA.
Yes.
Shout out to people like 6mm Plastic.
Yes.
TS Blades. Fucking Invictus Morale with their fucking dope patches. Anvil Tactical.
I mean,
all those guys.
Dude, Dynamic Fuzz. I mean, there's a lot of people out there who really actually care about the airsoft community.
Hardcore. And gentlemen like Tom, who knew shit less about this until he got the job. And that's fucking awesome. He was willing to do what he had to do.
Dude, you really have no idea how, the fact that you've come in and you've looked at it from an outside point of view, like I was saying earlier, you really don't have a real idea of how much that really is a breath of fresh air for the airsoft community. Because when somebody can come in from an outside point of view and really see how cool airsoft and the community is, it allows for things to flourish, such as the fight night. You are open to that concept.
It's so interesting because, it's easy to not ever run into airsoft in your lifetime.
It is.
Right.
So, I can't believe that I've never seen anything like this. But the first day I went out to a Milsim event. Shout out to Overwatch Tactics, this event was done at this abandoned hospital, and that's where that new film Siege is filmed.
Mm-hmm.
Super excited for that. Shout out to Corey.
Yes.
All the ASAP guys. But yeah, just the fact that I got to go there and experience, people going to war at an abandoned hospital. I was like, man, how did I not know about this? I knew about paintball.
Right.
I've even tried paintball in the past, but it was so weird to me that people don't know about airsoft. And that's what I wanted to do was I I wanted to introduce more people to the platform. And I think what needs to happen is that there needs to be content that's curated for someone who's watching airsoft for the first time. Right. So that's why we went for the one-on-one platform, because it's easier to follow 2 players versus 10 or 30.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, so that was one key thing, and the other thing that I made an immediate connection to is video games, right? Because a lot of people in the industry will tell you, well, playing at like a Milsim event or playing CQB is just like a real life Call of Duty or your favorite first person shooter.
Yeah.
That to me right there is like, damn, imagine if we got like 5% of all the Call of Duty players in the world that don't know airsoft yet. Imagine if we got 5% to come in and for us to all grow together and make like even more exciting shit happen.
Yeah.
That's to me, that's the goal that I really want to accomplish here.
I would back that all the way.
Dude, I honestly, the one person who said it better than anybody I have ever met was Grimnir Tactical Rabbit. He said airsoft gives you that chance to have that real life Call of Duty moment that you get to defuse the bomb. You get to go out there and, team wipe these guys. You get to go out there and have that moment where you're like, God, I'm a badass, but you get to do it for real.
Yeah. And not with a controller or a
dude.
keyboard mouse.
And I don't know how much you could really explain how much more gratifying that really actually is, that you did it physically. You know what I mean? Like, you're playing a video game, but at the end of the day, your guy never gets tired.
And on top of the let's say you're a newcomer and you're like, oh, Oklahoma is having this event, but you don't know any better.
Right.
All you know is you're going to Oklahoma to this event and you start playing and then you realize like, holy fuck, I play Battlefield through and through and now I get to do it in real life. Like, that's badass. Like, the experience our first time.
Like events like Milsom West, right? It's like, man, how does someone even know that thing exists? Because that's such a unique experience.
Yeah.
Like, hardcore stuff, and the fact that there's hundreds of people that are doing it every year, and there's even more thousands of millions of people that don't know about it. It's crazy to me.
And
I know.
especially
That thought is crazy. Like, how big we view, we're like, dude, airsoft's huge, but yet
it's not.
how small airsoft really
when
is.
We went down to Invasion when it was called Oklahoma Invasion. And we stopped by that gas station and they asked what we were doing in Oklahoma. Just like, hey, what are you doing down here? And we're like, oh, we're here for an airsoft event. She's like, what's airsoft? Yeah. I'm like, 2 miles away, there's 100+ acres being used to pretend to kill each other. So like
dude, that part does blow my mind. Like, how many people really don't understand what airsoft is? And like you said, like, everybody kind of knows what paintball is, right? It's in movies, it's in things like that.
It's the thing you do for your birthday as a teenager.
Exactly. But there's not very many people out there who just
I also think
offhand know.
There's a part of it being called airsoft that has an effect to it, because like paintball describes itself, basketball describes itself, right? What is airsoft? I know it's air guns, but like, what is airsoft?
Right.
And from out, like, I remember when I first joined KWA, I was trying to figure that question out that I had to myself, like, why is it called airsoft? And I did get the answer, but it was just so underwhelming to me.
Right. It's like that's a spiritual ass question, man.
Yeah.
Like, you're sitting on your front porch, like, what's airsoft?
Paintball, like you were saying, when you say paintball, it's kind of like, oh, it's a ball with paint. Okay, I get it.
Right.
And you have some general idea. But airsoft,
I'm going to
really
hit
is,
you softly with air. Like, what?
It really is, like, you have to show somebody a video or explain to somebody. And, funny, I actually made a meme like that way back. I made a meme, and it was dude texting a chick, and she says, what's paintball? And he says, or what's airsoft? And he says, it's this. And she says, oh, so it's kind of like paintball, but you dress up.
Oh my god,
it's a good meme. It's a good
meme. It was presented.
Yeah, it was presented terribly.
Real quick, I got a question from chat.
Yeah.
What is KWA's future with gas blowback rifles?
Ooh.
Oh, so we're coming out with some fire. Like there's some heat coming out.
Yeah.
You guys should all know about the M4D by now.
Yep.
Yep.
That's being right now. It's taking a while to come out because we're trying to perfect it. You know, like
Please.
instead of us just coming out with a date and trying to meet and trying to satisfy everyone, what we want to do is take a couple units, beat the shit out of it, and then take it back to a factory because we want to deliver something good. And again, we had guys like Haber test it out for us. In the UK, it's actually available, and that's the thing is we're trying to figure out what's the best version of it could become,
Right.
and then you can expect that to come in more and more different types of guns.
So-
with that system.
So now, like, what was it? 11 years ago ish, when I bought the M4 or the G36 gas blowbacks.
Right.
See, now they're taking the time to make sure their shit works.
Yeah.
Because it's a terrible feeling opening a box, gassing your mag, and the first thing you hear is psh from
Yeah.
your fucking mag. Pissed me off. And they're $50 mags?
Yeah. And dude, the realism you can get from gas blowbacks, also from your guys' standpoint of military law enforcement training, like that type of thing. I mean, you can get some serious realism from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and our factory and our designers, like we have top of the line designers that, if you ever were able to look at their history in this industry, they've done some amazing projects. So
Yeah.
they're always trying to innovate. Like we're not just trying to come out with another gas gun. We're trying to come out with a gun that changes the game, where other producers want to even hop on and feature things like this. Like, for example, our AG 2.5 Plus with the adjustable FPS, like we wanted to just bring something new. And I feel like a lot of people see the advantages of having something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to do here. And I know a lot of people constantly ask us when it's coming out and all that. I say, be a little patient, and when it comes out, it's going to be worth it.
Right. Patience is key, baby.
Especially on gas guns.
I would rather
Okay.
wait 2 years for a gas rifle to come out that I know I pull out of the box, and like he said, they beat the shit out of them for testing.
Right.
Just know what my fat ass is gonna do is fall on it. So if it works after I get done falling on it, dude, you have a fucking.
Well, see, and what's exciting about that is once KWA gets this kind of like down and they've got this figured out to a T, what's going to happen is then they're going to start putting it in different guns, and you're going to start seeing a lot of different guns come out. The gas blowback, you want a kaiju gas blowback? Probably could happen.
Here you go.
I mean,
He's like, it's already in development, but I'm not gonna say no. I'm not playing. I'm playing.
No, dude.
Wait.
All I'm gonna say is, I gotta keep my job, but you guys are on the right track.
Yeah.
Money. See, guys, that's what you hired us for. So, it's off the wall question, but another question: which video game map would make the coolest airsoft field in your opinion?
Ooh.
In my opinion, so we tried to actually imitate Shipment. You guys remember Shipment?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
We tried to imitate that for the upcoming fight night, and this upcoming one that releases on the 16th, you're gonna see a very similar structure. It's not exactly the same, but a very similar structure with the 4 containers on the map. I feel like that's gonna draw the most exciting engagement. So that's it. There's a couple more, and obviously, like I think everyone's dream is to see Nuketown eventually on screen. But
Yeah.
I think right now Shipment is my answer.
I think Caspian Border,
Caspian
Battlefield
Border.
3, just ungodly enormous map.
I
I want to be
mean-
able to I want to mount like a saw rack on my gun And just know I'm just full blasting to the AO, bro. Just music blaring, eagles screaming, fucking guns blazing. That'd be dope.
You know, I don't really like. The bad part is I can see the map of Call of Duty in my head.
Which Call of Duty?
Modern Warfare.
1 or
And
2?
It was no
Modern Warfare. Okay.
The original, not the new one. The original. Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare.
Right.
It was.
The mission on the plane.
No, that would be fun. But the map online was you had 3 paths, and there was a main street going across the middle. It was in like some Iraqi town or Middle Eastern town.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Well, that's what they were basing everything off of.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
and then you could get on top of the buildings and whatnot. It just was such a fun map,
Okay,
and
I
I was
know what
always
you're
so
talking
pissed
about.
they never brought it back. But it was a fun map to play. The number one reason why people hated it, though, was because in Search and Destroy, where you spawned, you could spawn, and if you used the sign, you could just go bloop and noob tube and kill everybody.
That's fair.
That's
fair.
But it was fun.
Operation Metro, main Team 6. Yes. Matter of fact, I'm going home tonight, downloading Battlefield 3 and all the maps. So, but you know, just KWA. By the way, the jacket you're wearing, is that available for sale?
This is available on the website.
I need
you guys
one.
we're coming out with apparel too, by the way. This is the first of many. You'll see like this hat right here. Might not have put this there on purpose, but you know.
You know.
Leave it to Nasty to point it out.
Yeah.
He'll find those things.
No, we're trying to come out. I'm pretty sure some of you guys might have seen like some of the pretty loud hoodies that we came out with last year. There was like a neon green one, an orange one.
Right.
We're testing our waters. You know, we're trying to figure out like what's the best look that we could put in people's hands with this logo, and we want to make something that you know you wouldn't mind wearing just anywhere.
Sure.
You know? Like,
I agree with that because sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
No, sorry about that. But sometimes you'll buy merch from your favorite manufacturer, and there's this massive fucking logo on the back with all this shit, and I'm like, I love your company, man, but I didn't think it was gonna be this when I bought.
Right.
It. But if KWA, if I bought something that just says KWA, like Carhartt, like a little Carhartt square, I'd wear that bitch all day.
Yeah, we'll see. Like that'd be perfect under a plate carrier. Just
that's why I would buy one is to throw because that's how I play.
Yeah,
is a hoodie or a jacket under my plate carrier.
And I don't know, man. I mean, like a KWA style Supreme logo might be kind of cool. Like just black, red square.
So
KWA.
Money. That's a money idea. Also, KWA Hawaiian shirts
KWA
needs
Hawaiian
to be a
shirts,
summer
damn.
theme.
That
The short Hawaiian shorts type thing. Yeah.
A Meme Team 6 gets that one.
Fuck you, Meme Team 6. But I think Mom asked me the other day. What about like the female side of everything? Are they gonna get their own shirts, jackets, and stuff?
So we're definitely keeping that in mind too. Like there's a ton of so our team, you know, the team at KWA, we have like a good amount of you know female coworkers in the office that are always complaining like, you know, why aren't we making apparel for us? You know, so we're not leaving it out. You know,
Okay.
we're gonna we're gonna have stuff for them too.
Especially with the growth we've seen of women in airsoft.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
honestly, there's a lot of chicks now that are playing.
The female fight night competitors, like they came out and they competed. Like,
Yeah.
I'll tell you a story. In the beginning, I'm not gonna lie. In the beginning, we were like, "Hey, I think it'll be fun to just match, you know, female and females." And these competitors came at me and they're like, "Tom, don't do that. Don't you dare do that. Like, we want to compete with the best. We think we're the best, and we're gonna go out there and prove it." And honestly, like the female players, their records are pretty good so far. So, you know,
Step it up, boys.
Yeah,
Step it up, boys.
Yeah, they got something to prove, man. So you're gonna have to do something, you know. So, but no, I mean, if you guys have got any questions in
Please
the chat,
send them our
drop
way.
them in, because we're getting close here.
Where can everybody find you
Yeah.
or your team, or just lay it on us?
Well, I mean, obviously,
okay, so
KWA
you know, I'm
underscores.
usually the guy that's behind KWA social media. So Instagram, working on the TikTok right now, Facebook. So hit us up there. And then for me personally, you'll probably find me, tagged in some posts. For me personally, I also do a podcast on the side. It's
Shout it out.
Completely not airsoft related. It's called the Rush Hour Podcast, and it's just me and my boy, and we're doing this. We're drinking. We might be smoking a little bit, maybe, and then just talking and bullshitting, talking about sports, music, and everything. So, I'm all about having a good time.
That's everything's about having a good time.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, can we be on your podcast someday? It's just a couple dudes.
100%. You guys are invited.
Yeah. I'm excited for that.
No, that's gonna be awesome.
But this is where you need to go follow them too.
Thing where we go on Ask Reddit and we answer like foul ass questions that you find on there. So,
I love Reddit, dude. Yeah,
He's got some ideas, man. KWA Insider, of course, I've got it pulled up here on the screen. You need to go subscribe to that YouTube so that way you don't miss any of the Fight Night stuff. Coming out on April 16th. Let's see here. I'm trying to see when that is. That is not this coming Friday, but the Friday after. So you got 2 weeks.
Payday Friday.
Sure.
Payday
for
Friday.
Yeah. So the 16th KWA Fight Night is going to release. You guys are going to want to catch that.
Yes, we will
it's
be
looking
there.
like a good
100%.
time. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
What time did you say that was?
There's a countdown. Looks like it's 7 p.m. I don't know if that's Central Time, but premieres in 12 days.
Yep.
Okay. Another question. Can you give us a hint of a KWA product or project that you are super excited about right now?
Oh man. So that countdown I told you guys about for on our 2021 Outlook page on the website, just keep a lookout for that. And when that date drops, you'll see why I'm so excited.
Yeah, bet. Sweet.
Yeah, I'm excited to see, because I know in last year's recap, the video you guys had put up, you guys were talking about 2021. You're wanting to really get more in depth and do kind of like we were talking about at the beginning, more stuff kind of like this, like getting involved with the content creators and local players and stuff like that. And that's awesome. Especially from somebody as big as KWA wanting to take the time and talk to little guys such as
oh yeah, dude, this is awesome for us. This is like the highest point of our career so far.
Right, you know,
not KBER, but KWA. Okay. So back to the clothing, for the female clothing. Will you offer? Let's say someone found a T-shirt. Would you have color options, or is it just going to be like black or just pink? Do you plan on having a variety of colors per product?
Yeah. So I'll tell you this right now. When we released the kaiju was designed by a fashion designer. Shout out to Ken, Kaiju017. They're a brand. Kaiju is a brand of clothing that's already been out, and they have like amazing stuff. So we worked with their designers, and those guys are so good at figuring out, what looks good. Like we gave them a challenge, and they were able to go out and do it. So the next challenge for them is to actually help us with our apparel line. So you're gonna see some pretty nice stuff.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout. Both male and female, maybe even kid sizes.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Hey, you got like 17, so we need some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, man, I really appreciate you taking the time to come on and be on the show with us. It's super cool just to get to sit back and talk with not only just like KWA, but you like,
yeah,
honestly,
dude, you're awesome.
I mean, Tom from KWA, dude, give him some props.
Shout out to Tom.
Yeah, for sure.
Big
Hardcore shout out from Tom.
I appreciate you guys for coming on. And I'm gonna take a last shot with you guys, but
I'm gonna down the rest of this with you.
I've been following you guys for a while. Like I said, like it's a an honor to be on here, and I hope we can continue building what we talked about earlier.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah.
I think there's some exciting things that's gonna come out, and we're gonna be able to, execute the right way.
We're
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
knock
dude.
it.
For sure. When you said you were a fan of the show and I was talking, I looked at Nasty and I was like, he said he watches the show, and I was like, oh my god.
Other than the 7 idiots in our chat, that's kind of crazy. But thank you for enjoying our content,
Yeah,
because it's
dude.
really different.
For sure. So
So
but
take your
definitely
guys'
cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for coming
Yeah.
on.
I'm lonely.
You want to put it to your mouth like it was?
No,
Okay.
sure don't. That's OnlyFans material.
Hey.
Yeah. So
Do you
But
guys have plans for OnlyFans?
it's been talked about.
You know, a PG one is more Patreon. Do you guys have plans for that?
So we actually were talking about a Patreon earlier that is a strong possibility, because a lot of people have wanted to support the channel. Right now, you can support the channel, but it was through our Twitch, so now it's kind of
kinda
weird
weird.
because we went mainly to YouTube because we kept having issues with people would be watching on one and we'd be streaming to both, and it kept dropping them. So we went to just one platform.
I think you guys will be fantastic on Patreon. I think people need to definitely, when you guys roll it out, people need to support it, because that kind of stuff is what helps grow all the platforms.
Yeah.
Like the more growth you guys have, the more growth we have, because we get to work together on bigger things. So
Exactly.
hope everyone goes out and supports that when you guys have it out.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, for sure. Because anything that gets donated to the channel, like, it straight goes right back into
Well,
it. The
literally
donations we
everything
did
you
get,
see.
yeah, the donations
Right.
we did get, put these lights, put this desk, put that camera, the lens on there. I
Right.
mean,
But I've always had a weird thing with being given money for something I
Yeah.
do out of just joy and love for what I do.
Right.
So a Patreon is cool, but like, don't need it. So, but no, I think it's fun if someone wants to support, I mean, I wouldn't be upset if KWA's like, here's some patches that say KWA.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
The video will definitely be on the Patreon. We'll definitely be there.
fuck yeah.
Dude, we do actually offer some Task Force Podcast merch. So if you do want
Yeah.
some Task Force Podcast merch, if you want a hoodie or you want something along that, go down into the description down below and you can go there and you can find where we do offer some merch. That does, any profits we get from that come back and help the channel. Though I try to make everything as cheap as possible, because who really wants to buy Task Force Podcast merch? So
Hey.
Yeah, I think it could get hot. I think, if you guys keep it going, and
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a hot item, man.
Hey,
I hope.
that would be cool someday, but my efforts are always
Yeah.
just the community and everything we do. And man, I don't know. I just feel kind of blessed. Just blessed.
hard left.
Mr. KWA.
No, for sure, man. Again, thank you for coming on the
Thank
show.
you.
Thank you, everybody, for
Thank
tuning
you.
in.
We do love everybody in our chat. I'm
yes.
just being me, so you guys are awesome.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
He's pretty lame. But thank you guys for being on
Yes.
with us. And, of course, we'll always have a show next week on Saturday at 7:30 Central. We actually have another show. I will tell you who is going to be on the show next week. If there is anybody I don't remember, though.
Task Force Panty Pack
Looks like
will probably happen.
we do have one. We do have one.
I didn't even know that.
Yep. Next week, 7:30 Central, right here on YouTube, we'll be live with the Moon Goons. So
Ooh,
Baxter's team.
yeah.
We live with those guys.
I love Baxter.
Yeah, he's an
Baxter's
awesome
just
guy.
fucking awesome. Shout out to Baxter.
Shout out to
Okay.
Baxter. But again, thanks, Tom. I'm gonna
Thank
keep
you,
saying it
Tom.
until we finally get off of here. So, but we love you guys. We'll see you guys next week on Saturday, and we'll go from there.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Tom.